And welcome back. Utah state and business leaders are back in town this week after an international journey across the Middle East. Governor Spencer Cox was accompanied by local entrepreneurs in visiting with their counterparts in several Middle Eastern countries to build international trade relationships with Utah's economy. So joining us here today, we have Jake Glenn, the director of the trade show and trade missions of World Trade Center Utah, and Natalie Caddis, the president and CEO of Caddis Enterprises. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, that was a bit of a mouthful, but we've gotten through it. Let's tell people what this is all about. First off, what was the purpose behind the governor's visit to the Middle East?
Well, the purpose of these trade missions is to help Utah companies expand internationally.
Yes.
And whether that's their supply chains that they're trying to fix or make more resilient or less expensive to make them more competitive internationally, or help them gain market access in new countries and expand their sales and distribution. In this trip in particular, we took a broad group of government leaders, business leaders, and community leaders in different tracks, focused in different areas to support Utah's economy, and had a really successful trip making those connections. Really
cool to hear that then. So how does Utah maintain and grow its trade relationships with these international businesses and with other countries?
So doing the trade missions, I'll jump in if that's okay, Natalie.
Trade mission, yes.
So trade missions is a great way to do that. We connect with government officials, we connect with investors, distributors, all kinds of business and government contacts overseas. We also support international trade shows where we take Utah companies to a platform, a trade show where they connect with all kinds of business partners.
Cool.
And we also leverage our government relationships back here in the United States, the consulates and embassies of those countries, and also foreign commercial service, our U.S. government partners who are overseas helping us as well.
I think there is just so much to the business world. Those at home don't even understand the relationships between here in Utah or countrywide or even internationally. So tell us then, how is the project split between the public and private spheres?
So I was on the private side.
Okay.
So we are a plastic manufacturer.
Okay.
We have recently won a contract with the Israeli company. So we went over there really to deepen those relationships and really to go with the governor, really help that association to say, look, this is a credible company that we want to be able to do business with. We're a small business. We don't have the reach of some other large companies. So this was really a big milestone for us. And that was in Israel. And then we made really impressive partnerships in the Middle East. So that's why I went as a private company.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to add?
Just that while all the businesses were engaged in these individual business-to-business meetings, really specific to what they do every day, we had public sector leaders there looking broadly at how could they address some of the big challenges that Utah faces and continuing to support our world-class economy.
And I think that leads right into the next question, is how do local businesses really get out and strengthen ties with international economies? You were lucky enough to go and do this, but not every business is. So how can we do that?
Well, we partnered with the World Trade Center several years ago, so it's a long process to be able to build that credibility and that relationship abroad. But, you know, 96% of the population is outside of the United States. So it's really a big market. If you're missing out, if you're not participating, then you're missing out on a very big market space. So we did this several years ago with Governor Herbert and really started planting those seeds, and then they really started to come together for us recently. And then when the governor was doing this trade mission, I said this would be a really good opportunity to really solidify that relationship and look for future opportunities.
And good job to know that and use that connection. And again, like just knowing that this is an opportunity and a way to advance the company and also these relationships both nationally and internationally. Okay, we have to wrap up, but what does this mean for the average Utah consumer? What can we talk about that for just a hot moment and then we'll wrap up?
I'll say it means more investment coming into the state, more jobs for the state, and just continue to support this economy that has a really low unemployment rate and continue to help it grow and can maintain its innovation edge.
Yeah, and we're creating more jobs. We're hiring. We've grown by 250% over the last 2 years, and our international business is a big part of that.
Okay, that is huge. Thank you both for coming here on the show today. We really appreciate it. The information that was shared in this interview will be on our website, abc4.com. Again, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.